guys a quick before. We are resetting the garden. It's finally here. Let's walk around real quick. This area is going to be widened out. My little hoop house is going inside, I decided, in these in-ground beds. No, that's good. That's good. You see the fence panels back there down. They're just taking the sand off to level it off to wash out. I'll get an angle of the other side, how deep it actually is. It might be kind of hard to see, but this right here is where the fence was, and it kind of came up here, and some of the washout was way further than that. But you can see it's pretty deep from where it was dug on top here, from where we're trying to just scrape it clean. This is where we're at. This panel right here was right here. What we're doing is we're just angling out. We're probably going to move this angle out just a little bit. And then we'll add the other panels down. And what you guys, it might be kind of hard because it's a little sunny. What you guys saw before was raking all these leaves were probably a good 8-10 inches, just packed it down, wet leaves that when I raked them, they kind of rolled up like a piece of carpet. So we got majority of that. I mean, the sun will kind of dry out the rest and it'll be easier to rake. So what we're going to do is just kind of level this off a little bit more through here, just with the hand rake. It is just a little bit of a kind of a little down right here where a lot of the water ran, which you can kind of see the fabric right there where It washed it out. So we'll get that done, but we kind of scraped enough of this sand here where some of the little rock that I had is now showing, and it wasn't before. So it's all through here. So that is where we're at. So as soon as we get this leveled off a little bit, and we're gonna just makeshift put the panels up to see where we're at for space wise, to see what types of beds we want to do here. I think this section right here, I'm going to do another in-ground, just like what the fence panels are on. So, we'll get right back at it. We just finished up putting the T-post and moving the fence panels back. We've loosely just zip tied them for now because we will have to open them up to bring in the dirt and soil and cut stuff and move stuff and build beds. So they're just kind of loosely on the T-post right now. He's building a berm of some sort so the water, when it does erode or wash out, so it doesn't erode everything. So he's just kind of making a little, I don't know, a trench, swale, whatever you want to call it, just so it diverts the water away from the fence. And so I think once the sun goes down a little bit, it'll be easier to see, and I'll walk around, show what we did. It's a little loud, but just to give you an idea of the little trench. Is building it up along this side right here, just so the water flows away from the garden and then naturally just flows on the back side. And this is where I originally was going to put that hoop house, but the water flows there, so why try to build that up and fight Mother Nature? I figured I'd just stick her inside here, and I have this in-ground bed. That's where it's going to go. It's 44 feet long, and looking at it, it's going to, you can kind of see right here and right here, it's just a few inches on both sides, so I'll bump it as close to this side, which might give me a little bit of space along this side, right where these yellow stakes are, to, you know, just grow some small things, whether I put some marigolds or, you know, whatnots. But before we even get this put together, I do have to pull out my raspberry canes right here. Those are just overwintering there. I'm hoping they all survived We're gonna stick those out back here, kind of like in the sunshade, sandy area. And then this whole, like I said, all the way until this bed right here will be the hoop house. I'm gonna walk back this way. I'll have to reconstruct an area. I do have a pathway here, which I might even leave this, so inside the hoop house I could put maybe like a bench just to put some pots on and whatnot. And then this bed right here will be the same. Might cut a path right here, and then over here we're discussing in-ground beds or put in a few more raised beds like I currently have. We want to put a whole area, I think, in this section, just a bunch of strawberries. So we might put some raised beds right through here and just fill it up with strawberries. And I no longer have my door to go through my arch, but this arch panel is going to be moved back a few feet because it is overlapped in there. So I'm able to move that back a few feet, give myself a couple extra feet of growing cucumbers, dried beans, which you can kind of see right here. It's overlapped. Let me show away from the sun. It's overlapped from here over to here. So about a foot and a half I can move it, which would be nice. And for the time being, I do like having my green stalks right here in the center. We discussed taking these beds, these are 12-foot beds. These are 10. So, but we discussed taking them out and making them all 12-foot. But I really do, let me swing around. I really do like this open area. Gives me a place to pull my wagon through here. It's not so cluttered. I can, maneuver better with the hose and whatever it is I'm carrying. Get to my green stalks nicely. So it does seem like a little, to some, maybe some wasted growing space, but these green stalks, I can grow an awful lot in there. All right, so I'm going to end this little video right here, and stay tuned for the excitement of putting up the high tunnel or the hoop house, the beds. I'm not sure how long that's gonna take, but growing season's here, so I have another week or two. So I'll probably see you guys in a few days here with some updates, and it's gonna be super exciting, and I can't wait to show you guys.